People like to believe money decisions are logical. They're not. Most of the time, your brain is running on shortcuts, little mental habits that feel normal, but quietly push you toward choices that make no sense on paper. Behavioral economics is basically the study of those habits. Once you notice them, you start catching yourself in the act. Let's start with loss aversion. Your brain hates losing money about twice as much as it likes gaining it. That's why someone holds a bad stock for months, even when every sign says it's not coming back. The pain of locking in the loss feels heavier than the relief of moving on. So people freeze. They wait. They tell themselves it'll recover just to avoid that uncomfortable moment of admitting it failed. Then there's anchoring. Your brain grabs onto the first number it sees and treats it like the reference point for everything else. Imagine a jacket listed at $300 but on sale for $120. Suddenly, it feels like a bargain. You're not thinking, is it worth $120? You're thinking, it used to be $300, so this must be good. That first number locks your judgment in place without you realizing it. Present bias hits everyone. Your brain loves right now comfort and struggles to care about future rewards. Saving money, exercising, paying off debt. All those things involve giving up something today so your future self benefits. But the future version of you feels distant, almost like a stranger. So your brain keeps voting for whatever feels good in the moment. It's not laziness, it's wiring. Another big one is social proof. When you see a crowd doing something, it automatically feels safer, even if it's completely irrational. Think about meme stocks, crypto spikes, housing bubbles. People jump in because everyone else is doing it, and being wrong with the crowd feels less scary than being wrong alone. The human brain is built for tribes, not markets. There's a study that shows how strong this stuff is. Researchers gave people chocolate from 2 bowls. One bowl had a big supply. The other bowl had only 10 pieces left. Same chocolate, same brand, same taste. But people rated the chocolate from the limited bowl as better. Scarcity made their brain tell a story that didn't exist. That's how quickly your mind fills in meaning. All these biases have one thing in common. They happen automatically. You don't feel them. You don't see them. But they shape everything, from investing to saving to everyday spending. The point isn't to feel bad about it. The point is awareness. Once you know your brain has these blind spots, you can slow down a little. You can question the first number you see. You can check whether fear of loss is steering the car. You can pause when everyone else is rushing in the same direction. You don't need perfect discipline to make better financial decisions. You just need a moment of clarity before the bias kicks in. That alone changes everything.